you like tainted food, workplace exploitation, faulty aircraft, environmental destruction, cryptocurrency Ponzi schemes, and all-around cheating of customers, well, you got it. And that's what we voted for, right? Or did you not notice any of this because destroying immigrant families is your priority? I mean, that's what solves our problems, right? Wrecking other people's lives. Cause it's immigrants who wreck our air and water and airplanes and gas and egg prices, right? It's immigrants who make our rent high and wages low, right? Such a relief to finally get to the bottom of what's made America post-great. Speaking of which, among the many low-paying jobs Amerikanskis don't love to stoop to is elder care. But immigrants rise to it and love it, though they don't love being deported in the middle of doing it. So, for those blaming immigrants for us having to learn 2 words of non-English and having to admit you like their food better than hot dogs, which are still better than them eating our dogs, and unless you want to feed, shower, and dress your parents every day till they shuffle off the coil, maybe have a wee rethink of your, shall we say, ethnocentrism. And maybe, while you're at it, the wee concept of borders. Nicaraguan President King Daniel Ortega has kindly canceled all future elections, saying that they only encourage outside agitators. Outside himself, that is. Having recently arrested longtime loyalists, he seems not only sickly and paranoid, but also anxious to transfer power to his wife and then his son, echoing that great paragon of revolutionary tradition, North Korea. Some American leftists cling to the idea that he is the one and only real Sandinista, standing up to the Yankee imperialists. Also, it turns out, some pigs fly. A South Carolina adolescent health center has lost its federal teen pregnancy grant. The center had showed videos to teenagers that suggested some teens may have had sex, which is perilously close to a history museum suggesting America may have had slavery. Feds says the only answers are abstinence, then marriage, as it is written in Project 2025, 14, verse 7. Health center officials said, "We're all struggling a little bit to understand how these officials know anything at all about teenagers." The government denied the new restrictions are based in ideology, saying they are strictly evangelical. Teen birth rates, which declined by 60% during the program's run, are expected to rise, providing the same result the peace president has achieved by ending 8 wars that he didn't end, while starting 7, including one on an impulse buy. The Trump-estate will attempt to shutter all 81 such teen programs nationally, claiming that they present indecent materials, just as history museum descriptions of discrimination divide Americans by race. Half a million Arizonans are skipping meals and missing rent payments after being relieved of their food assistance. Are we great again yet? It's not that they're ineligible, it's just that new rules make the aid inaccessible, the bureaucracy impenetrable. Deep state much? There is an upside to starving the poor. It pays for tax cuts for the wealthy, which trickle down in the form of jobs for robots. One feature of the One Big Beautiful Hate the Poor bill requires panhandlers to provide the names of those who fill their pans. Oh, snap! You have to sympathize with single mothers whose grown daughters give plasma to augment the food bank offerings. But local MAGAs say there is fraud aplenty, just like in the 2020 elections. Salvadoran immigrants who maintain and rebuild U.S. infrastructure are all set to be sent away, with probably no one to replace them. Some of them have renovated the Capitol and the Pentagon, both of which destroyed their country of origin. Another country they helped to destroy is Haiti, which is a good place for Haitians to return to, according to human rights expert Stephen Miller, who explained,
Haitians live in Haiti. It's not our position that Haitians should leave Haiti. It'd be crazy for us to say that Haitians couldn't live in Haiti. It's their country. Of course Haitians should live in Haiti.
Tell that to Presidents Bush and Bush, who had other ideas, and also had other Haitian presidents.
He has commissioned a study to figure out exactly how many studies we're going to need on this, so that we can get on top of it. Not to cover it up, but to get to the bottom of it so we can get out in front of it and get it behind us. No.
The government agency in charge of destroying public land will donate some of that land to companies building data centers. This is not a giveaway of public land to private companies, unless you factor in the facts. In either case, it is a matter of national security to prevent China from winning the race to destroy the human race.